stay in and let her pick up whatever she want. CC Gucci, he gon' take her whatever she want. She piss me off somehow, she still get whatever she want.
Hey guys, welcome if you're new and welcome back to the channel if you're maybe. Anyway, so today's video is gonna be another rant diaries, y'all. I haven't given you guys rant diaries in like a month, so I had to give you guys some back-to-back rant diaries. Okay, today's video we're gonna be talking about the whole ordeal that's going on with the government right now, and just, you know, I like to stray away from politics just a little bit because I don't really like to have too much of it on my platform. But this was like a little, like a giggle, a little bit, like it was a little giggle to the tariffs that Trump has bestowed on other countries when it comes to like what you call trading with America or whatever and so called. And I kept seeing these pop up my timeline and I was like, yo, I gotta talk about this. This is so funny. So yeah, let's get right into this video. Yeah, okay. So the first clip I'm gonna show you guys is where it all started. Like, I saw this clip first and then I liked it, reposted it because I thought it was funny, and then I just started seeing so many of those type of videos on my timeline. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch this clip with you guys, and we are gonna just dive right into this whole topic. Okay. And y'all need to let me know what y'all feel about this topic in the comment section down below, because I really want to know do y'all feel like the way I feel or how everybody else feels, or is this all just like amusement to you because you're like, bro, there's nothing I can do about it anyways, so I'm just gonna sit here and watch and eat my popcorn, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and take a little sip because my throat's a little dry right now. Okay. Let's get into it.
After the US called China a peasant and tell them how low quality the products that's coming out of China is, China fought back in the most pettiest way ever. And now every other video on my For You page is someone over at China where the suppliers are like, you want luxury brand? Yeah, we make them. All they do is just slap a logo on and you guys are paying 10 times more the price for just the logo, but we have the same quality and we make all of this shit for you all. Like, you want Lululemon pants? Yeah, we make them. You're just paying $100 for these Lululemon leggings, but it only costs $5 here in China. And they are telling people to just go straight to the producers and just buy it from them. Then there's another video, they're like, oh, you want to avoid tariff? This is how you avoid tariff. Become a personal shopper. Come to China with this 200-day free visa and become a personal shopper and just say these are all personal items and they won't tariff you. Like, okay, China, way to go below the belt. But also now this is like gonna be telling me something that TikTok is gonna be 100% banned now, because America is just gonna be like, no, they're trying to take all of our business away because they're telling.
Yo, when I saw that, I couldn't believe myself. Like, I was like, no way. Because I remember seeing a lot about the Canadian one where the Canada was talking about it. I was gonna do a video on the Canada one, but I just felt by the time I would be talking about it, it would be the topic would already be known by many people, so I didn't feel like it was relevant. Anyways, back to the topic, the main talking point. So when Trump said that he was gonna be raising tariffs on these countries, these main countries, not knowing that China is their main bread source when it comes to foods, products, cars, everything. Like, China has all of it. Like, that's just the truth, you know. When I saw that, I was like, this is a bad idea. I thought it was a bad idea. When I saw this. So when people started, you know, I guess when China started retaliating and was like, yo, you want to go there? Bet. China is the definition of petty, and I love that because I'm petty as fuck. Okay, that's how I am. If someone did me dirty, I'm gonna be so petty, they gonna wish they never even did me dirty. Like, that's just how I am. So I'm really rooting for China. I'm really rooting for China for doing what they did, because yes, it's a little extreme, but at the end of the day, you want to try me? Let me show you what I'm about. Let me show you what I'm made of. So, but there was a lot of clips of that. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and watch that, and we're gonna discuss more of it. Like some of the things that I saw that people were saying, like, oh, this pants we're spending money on, it only costs $5 here, it only costs $2 here. You can get a bulk of these socks, these name brand socks and name brand clothes for literally like this much in bulk. And I'm just like, excuse me? See, this is why I never invested in name brand anything, like clothes, makeup, anything like that, because of the very fact of this. Like, I just felt like it was just a waste of money, like when I can get something else similar to it for a cheaper price. That's just how I felt. So when I saw that China, like the Chinese people are posting these things and exposing the industry, I was like, this is why I never bought any name brand anything. It's not because I couldn't afford it. Oh, I could have afforded it. I just didn't feel like I wanted to waste $300 on one pair of shoes when I can buy 10 pair of shoes for that amount. Does that make sense? But yeah, I'm gonna just watch these clips and y'all let me know what y'all feel about this, because some of the things I saw was shocking. Like, what?
Stop using Alibaba. Here are better website for sourcing factories from China for specific categories. For electronics components, visit OFFCN.com. For car accessories, check cheapeiren.com. For industry material, gobangBang.com. For clothing, check VVIC.com. For more sourcing tips, follow Yuki, your best business partner from China.
You don't have to build houses if you have land. Latest Luban cabin design, spacious and luxurious. All these houses are made in our own factories. You will be delivered and installed as a complete set. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 big living room and a balcony. Smart control panel, you can control everything in the capsule. Fully renovated interior with floor heating and aircon. It's comfortable all year round. What you need, what we have. Is such houses appealing to you?
When I saw that, let me tell you this. Let me tell you something. When I saw that house and how it's only like, they say that you can get like that house for the $10,000 down. $10,000 cash, like that's all you need to get that house. And you know how they have like movable homes, you know what I'm saying? They have those like in America too, but they're not as good as the ones in China. Like those ones are way better. What? You can control the windshield, well, not with the windshield, the window curtain thingies, the bathroom, and they can bring it, ship it to you, and install it into your home, into your land. As long as you have land, you just need to buy land. Bitch, when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is a whole new ball game. Like, it's a whole new ball game for me, because now I'm like really motivated to like getting some form of income and getting rich one day. Like, I'm like, let me get rich one day, because what? And then there was one car that it was only $41,000 and it was like way better than a Tesla. I was like, what? Yeah. But that just shows you like we are like a third world country, but are really living in one world, because every other country like Dubai, China, and where else is way better than America? Japan, all of like way better than America, in my opinion, personal opinion. And I'm the type of person that like luxury things, so everything luxury is in other countries. Everything, and there even think about that we are the land of the free, the American dream. Everybody wants to be in America. Maybe take me out. Take me out. I didn't even ask to be here. I was brought here when I was only 4 years old. So please take me out. Take me back. Oh my god, I'm kidding, because I grew up here, so I wouldn't be really comfortable with other countries anyways. But that just shows you, like, you know, you really need to do research on these countries and your own country, period, and like explore and travel so you can know what other countries provide. Because if you actually travel, you're gonna like, oh my god, like when I went to Puerto Rico last summer, I went to Puerto Rico for a whole week, I vlogged it. It's on my channel somewhere. When I went there and I saw like the cars people are driving and how much the cars over there cost and how much gas costs there and like clothing, the mall looked so beautiful. I didn't go inside it, but I drove past it. Yes, sadly I didn't get to go inside because I wasn't running my trip apparently. I was just in a vehicle and someone was driving by to grab something real quick. But yeah, when I saw how the mall looks like, when I saw the restaurant, the food there, I was like, I could see myself living here. I kept saying that, like the whole trip, I kept saying I could see myself living there. I could see myself living there. But the only issue is I don't speak Spanish anymore. I lost the language when I was 8 years old. So because I lost the language, I can't really, majority of people that are in restaurants and, you know, stores, stuff like that, majority of the cashiers in them, they speak Spanish. And the majority of them, a few of them, only it's like a small percentage of people that speak English there. So it would have been hard for me because of the language barrier. But other than that, I'm like, I could do it. I could live here. But yeah, you guys need to travel and explore because you need to broad out your experiences when it comes to culture and stuff like that, because America is not what y'all think it is. I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong. Like it's all right. It's just not the best. Okay? Let's go ahead and watch other clips when it comes to the fabric industry, fashion, clothing. This guy is hilarious and y'all gonna love him, okay?
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same. Do you suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before? If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from our factory in China, see the real world for yourself.
When he said, see the real world for yourself, yeah. That's something that Americans need to do. They need to go out and see what the real world is, because a lot of these people that we gatekeeping where they get their fabric from, gatekeeping where it's because they're gatekeeping it because it's like a hush hush thing, a known thing by the rich and famous to not speak on where you get these things. You have to do hard research and find these informations. Like there are some things that I have found on my own that one day when I do start my businesses, I personally wouldn't want to share them either. I'm just being honest, like, because it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to find these information. Like, I'm talking weeks and months of research to find these things where I can get whatever products I want to buy that with good quality. It takes time. So I understand when people don't want to sell them. Some people do sell them because they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They probably found someone better, and this was who they started with. Because I remember this one girl when she was telling me where to get these certain things, these products. She was like, this is where I started, but now I have a better what's it called, vendor for my products now, but this is where I started and it's the cheapest one. But if you want the best of the best, then those are more on the more pricier range than the one I started up. But since majority of people that can't afford these pricier range vendors, then this is the one I'm sharing with you guys. So it's like they already used these products, they liked them, they were good enough for them to start off, but they went and got someone better. And they, so this is actually great this is happening because a lot of people can start businesses now, like myself, for a cheaper price. So unless, you know, Trump decides to get rid of the tariffs and, you know, completely stops saying anything about tariffs, period, and then they, you know, change the websites or whatever, and that's that. But as of right now, that's what's going on. Let's watch a few more of his clips without me, and then I'll be right back, okay?
Hello friends, it's time to show you who we are. We are the actual maker of luxury bags behind these brands for the past 30 years. We use the best leathers from the world top-class suppliers such as Haas for Hermes, Caviar for Chanel, and rare crocodile skins and ostrich skins. And this is our factory. Its capacity and hardware are all the best you can find in bag making business in China. No, not just in China, but in the world. And what's most important is its software. The 5,000 intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans of 15 to 30 years experience. Their dedication and passion for perfection ensures that our bags stand the test of time. And don't forget, they are exactly the same group of hands who have been making bags for luxury brands. Now, as those design patents of Chanel and Hermes as such are expired, we are allowed to make bags of the same designs just without logos. The only difference between our bags and the branded bag is the logo. You know what kind of complaints we receive the most from our customers? Our bags never break like those from boutique over time. Thus, they always struggle to find excuses to buy new ones. This is funny, but it's true. Don't worry, sisters. Now, with the amount of money for one branded luxury bag, you can buy more than 10 bags from us. 10 bags of the same designs as those luxury brands. Same top-class leather, but even better quality. Luxury can be reasonable. Why don't you add me on WhatsApp and let me show you more details. As many of you have found out, once again, our TikTok accounts are permanently disabled. Well, to be honest, I can't really remember how many times. Maybe this is the 7th or the 8th time. And why does this keep happening? Well, in one of the videos I posted in one of our permanently disabled already accounts, I explained that because I spilled too much tea, I shared too much inconvenient information about the cost of the bags, so that the capital behind those luxury brands are unhappy. And meanwhile, TikTok is spineless. So it permanently disabled our accounts repeatedly. And it doesn't even give us an explanation. It just said you violated a rule. That's all. What rule? Oh, you mean the rule, don't make my capital masters unhappy, otherwise I will permanently disable you rule. Ah, okay, I see. TikTok. As the platform, you can permanently disable my accounts because you have support from the capital. But I have the support from the people all over the world. The people who are now already awakened, who now refuse to be brainwashed any longer by the capital, who now refuse to be ripped off any longer by the capital. From now on, I will register 1,000 new accounts. And even if you disable all of them, I will register the 1,001st account. I will continue to spill the tea of the cost of bags and continue to make great bags of right prices for all the people around the world. Chinese people are not afraid of hard work and sacrifice. Chinese people are not afraid of oppression and tyranny. Otherwise, we wouldn't have stood up from the more than 100 years of foreign invasion, oppression, and colonization from 1840 to 1945. Otherwise, we wouldn't have become what we are now. And in the future, China will take lead in the world, not by ripping off other peoples and countries, but by honestly and equally developing with other countries and peoples.
Hello from China. Let me show you the United States products in my home. Nothing. Do you have something from China in your home?
Okay, as you guys seen, y'all, those fabrics look so good. And the fact that all these luxury name brand companies like Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, all of them, you feel me? They all get their fabrics from there and they just change the tags and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool that we know where it comes from. I've always loved the history of fabrics, the history of fashion. I've always been a big fashion geek anyways, so this is great for me. And then like knowing that this is where the products come from and everything. But guys, plot twist, bitch. Let's all just click together and I'm gonna let y'all see on your own, because the fact that all these fabrics originally come from the continent I'm from, well, let's get into it.
The bags come from China, but the leather comes from Nigeria. The bags are manufactured in China, but the leather, the exotic skins, the snake skin, the alligator, it comes from Kano, Nigeria. Come on in, let's talk about it. Yes, because I love that the Chinese manufacturers are coming on here and asserting that they are producing these luxury bags and luxury goods, but also Black people have a hand in that manufacturing by way of tanneries in Kano, Nigeria. So a tannery is an institution, a business in which you are converting animal products like skins, leather, suede, alligator skins, snake skins, all kinds of exotic skins into textiles so that they can be used for goods, clothing, bags. And Kano, Nigeria is headquarters, world headquarters for this practice. And they have long since been headquarters for hundreds of years. So I interviewed during the pandemic a man named Winston, and he leads a business out of Kano, Nigeria called Winston Leathers. And they are actually a third generation tannery. So he confirmed that his tannery produces leather goods and exotic skins for brands like LVMH, so Louis Vuitton's portfolio of brands, Ralph Lauren, many other luxury brands. And I interviewed him on Twitter. I'll link to that thread so you can go back and read it. But yeah, he shared that this practice of providing exotic skins to the world, but specifically to China, goes back to the Silk Road, when traders in Mali were providing leather goods up through Morocco and on into Asia. Moroccan leather is known for its quality, and Winston actually shared that Moroccan leather can be traced back to Kano, Nigeria, and it's actually Kano leather. So I love all the conversation that Chinese manufacturers have started around like amplifying that those goods are produced and manufactured in China. I want to go a layer deeper and talk about how Black people are actually contributing to the manufacturing as well, because the leather goods and the exotic skins that make up those bags that they're putting together in China actually started on the continent of Africa, in Nigeria. Okay?
I'm telling y'all, when I saw that, it made me happy. Like, yeah, like it made me so happy. Like, it's like, damn, like everything really genuinely does come from Africa, which I already knew this, but I didn't know like when it comes to fabrics, like all types of fabrics, because I know there's some fabrics that come from Africa, but there are some fabrics that come from China, there are some fabrics that come from Japan, all over the place, right? That's how we have good things, period. So when I saw that it comes from Nigeria, my continent, I'm not Nigerian, but like it comes from Africa, period, I was like, it's a good day to be African, East African at that. Amen. Okay, that made me so happy. I was like, yo, I'm really out here representing the good things. But yeah, so that just, you know, shows you guys that you guys need to really do your research on fabrics, on shoes and stuff like that, if you're gonna open up a company that has to deal with such things like fabrics, clothes, shoes, bags, glasses, whatever it may be. Yeah, I love my glasses, okay? But if you're gonna do something like that, do your research, because you're gonna be surprised on how cheap. It might take weeks, it might take months for you to find this information, but at least when you do find it and you do launch your business, it's gonna be a success, and you don't have to go bankrupt. Does that make sense? Yeah. But there is one more clip I want to show you guys. This was Bernie Sanders. He ended up coming to Coachella apparently this year to talk about the things that's happening and how it's not all right. So I want you to go ahead and watch that real quick, and then I'll be right back, okay?
Look, I'm not gonna be long, but this is what I want to say. This country faces some very difficult challenges. And the future of what happens to America is dependent upon your generation. Now, you can turn away and you can ignore what goes on, but if you do that, you do it at your own peril. We need you to stand up to fight for justice. To fight for economic justice, social justice, and racial justice. Now, we got a president of the United States who, I agree, he thinks that climate change is a hoax. He is dangerously wrong. And you and I are going to have to stand up to the fossil fuel industry and tell them to stop destroying this planet. All over this country, not in California, not in Vermont, where I'm from, but in Florida, where Maxwell is from, many other states, politicians are trying to take away a woman's right to control her own body. We need you to stand up and fight for women's rights. We have an economy today that is working very well for the billionaire class, but not for working families. We need you to help us to create an economy that works well for everybody, not just the 1%. We have a healthcare system that is broken. We are the only major country not to guarantee healthcare to all people. We need you to stand up to the insurance companies and the drug companies and understand that healthcare is a human right. Now I'm here to introduce Claro, not just because they are a great band, not only because Claro at the age of 13 posted videos on the internet as a singer-songwriter. I'm here because Claro has used her prominence to fight for women's rights, to try to end the terrible, brutal war in Gaza, where thousands of women and children are being killed. So I want to thank Claro not only for being in a great band, but for the great work she is doing.
As y'all seen, I thought that was a very historical, monumental moment to see him, like someone who was within the government, coming out, speaking out, and warning us. Basically, I saw that as a warning. Personally, I saw that as a warning, as him saying like, "Hey, this is what's happening. This is what's about to go down, and y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to get the hell up. Y'all need to wake up and fight for justice." Because if we don't fight, things are gonna go downhill. He talked about how they're trying to get rid of women's rights, like I saw clips of people literally saying that Trump wanted to remove women from being able to vote, like removing that women, like basically saying that women can no longer vote, and that basically how women can no longer say if they want to get an abortion or not. This woman literally got arrested because she had a miscarriage. Something that she cannot control. Like it's just getting so scary out there and very sad, you know, that things like this is happening. And it was so beautiful and empowering to see him speak on this, you know. And it's very scary. It's a scary world out here. And then they wonder why women don't want to have children no more, because you guys are like punishing us for something that men did. Like, when a woman has a miscarriage, is due to the man's reproductive system. That's what I saw, and that has been scientifically proven that during the weeks from 1 week to 12 weeks, the gestational period, if a woman miscarries, it's because the man's sperm is like, something's wrong with the man's sperm. So when I saw that was like months ago. When I saw that, I was like, well, that makes sense. And if a man is like not taking care of his body, it can affect it. So if a man is a smoker, a drinker, or does all types of narcotics, you know what I'm saying? Any types of things like that, that could also portray, like, that could remove like their sperm count, the healthiness of their sperm. I remember my ex had, because we kept having, like, I had I've had 3 miscarriages with my first ex. We kept wondering why. I thought it was me. I got myself checked. My doctor said I'm fine. I just have PCOS, but I could still get pregnant. I could still go full term. I'm fine as long as I take these vitamins. And I was taking my vitamins, so it wasn't me. And then he ended up saying, let me get myself checked. He went and got himself checked, and turns out it was him. They said that his sperm count is as low as a man if he was a man that's in his 60s. Mind you, we were 19 that time. So he stopped blaming me after so many miscarriages. And he was like, he wanted to work on himself, but he ended up just getting worse, I guess. He kept doing those things that caused his sperm to be so low. And, you know, he sort of came to his drug usage, and now he's no longer with us. So, but that's just an example to let you guys know, like, this is what, like, it's like blaming women for something that a man is doing, and they've been doing this for centuries, and it's just wrong. So he talked about that, and he also talks about how, like, the government is making sure that the rich become richer while the poor stay poor, and that's not right. It's not okay. Such as trying to get rid of or cut down on Medicare, cut down on SNAP, and so on and so forth. That's helping the working class. And it's like, we are working off to make money to pay these bills that are barely helping us get to our end meets, that are helping us even reach our ends meet, for them just to take taxes off of us and take our money and then give it to the rich, and the rich just become richer. Just like how I know, like, some people are fighting for government officials that are federal employees to get a minimum wage too. They get the same minimum wage as us, but they're saying, oh no, we can't do that. Well, let's just keep us being rich and stuff. There's a lot to go into that I don't really want to get into right now. There's just a lot of headache, to be honest. But that's what's going on as well. And he also spoke about some other things, such as saying that how healthcare is a human's right, and that we are the only country that does not give free healthcare, free, you know, anything, like, you know. And it's sad because America's where everybody wants to be, right? But why can we get free healthcare? You know, people are literally like try to usher women, try to, like, I remember seeing this clip how this guy was talking about how when they do cervical checks early, like around before 40 weeks, they're trying to prepare you for C-section. When I saw that clip, I was like, what? So it's like they're trying, within 4 weeks before you are 40 weeks pregnant, so like 36 weeks, if they try to do a cervical check on you, they're going to try and they're trying to get you to be prepared for C-section, because that's where the money's at. C-sections, cesareans are where the money's at when it comes to the medical field, you know. So they try to usher you into getting C-section. And when I heard that, I was like, that is so up. Not only do they do that to they mostly target black women for that specific thing. But and then he also said, the guy also said that they try to basically put the husband or the partner against the wife or the girlfriend or the baby mama, whatever, so that way she appears crazy and that she doesn't appear to she knows what she's doing, so they can pressure her and bully her with her partner's help to get a C-section. It's sick world out here. It's really sick out here, and we really, I'm so happy that we're getting all this information, and it's all because of TikTok. Thank you, Lord, for the man who came up with TikTok and him being brave enough to, you know, try to keep it going. Because guys, it's just it's sick. It's really sick. Okay. But yeah, when I saw all that stuff, I was like, this can't be like this. But I'm just warning you guys. Y'all know I always come out here and tell you guys information that I found out. This video is actually supposed to be posted for the 2nd of May. 2nd? Yeah, the 2nd of May. But I'm posting it this week. Because I think today's the 15th. Yeah, today's the 15th. So I'm actually swapping 2 videos. So instead of the video that's supposed to post this Thursday, not Thursday. This Friday, the video was posted Friday. I'm actually swapping it with this video and editing it today's, because this is really important information you guys need to know. Whereas the one that's being posted next week is it's good information, but it's not. It's like lighthearted, you know, lighthearted rant diaries. So this is more serious and this is more urgent for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you guys. But that is all for this video, guys, and I just want you guys to stay positive. Try to stay positive, keep yourself educated, and do your research on things such as fabric, stuff like that. And y'all, for my future entrepreneurs, this is your chance to take these fabrics and whatever to see what y'all want for your businesses, because now everything's out there. You guys can be just as the big bag wolves in the world and big name brands and have good quality just like they do for the cheap. So y'all go ahead and take advantage of that. If I was young, I don't have the funds to do that right now, but if I did, best to believe I would. Okay, all right, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn on the post notification bell, because you don't want to see more of my goofiness, because I want to see more of what you, period. Okay. I'm just go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel before my beautiful babies. Bye.
I'ma take a bougie ass to Rodeo and then let her pick up whatever she want.